Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 3 Questions with Commercial Integrator. Today we are very lucky to be joined by Derek Wilson of SAVI Controls. Derek, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you. I know that you guys have an event coming up, a virtual event, SAVI.Connect. So can you let our audience know what's the vision behind SAVI.Connect and what are your goals for the event?
Oh man, well, we have a full-on, so since Infocom got canceled, we actually decided to build our full booth in our warehouse. So it won't just be PowerPoints and things like that. We're really hoping to show people what we can provide for them. So the vision for SAVIConnect is to be able to physically show them our hardware line that's coming out, and in real life action scenarios. So not only just talk about the product, but give them the vision of the simplicity behind the product, but real time right in front of them.
Yeah, you mentioned that you guys are going to have, multiple PowerPoints. You're really building this thing out. But what's the biggest takeaway that integrators are going to come away with after attending SAVI.Connect?
I'm hoping that the biggest takeaway that they leave us is that they realize the simplicity factor of what we're trying to provide for them. It's gonna be a lot different than all the other automation providers out there, especially in the commercial space. So I'm hoping they really understand our simplicity tactic that we're going after with just creating an entire system around SAVI, how to, from building it from scratch with our SAVI creator that we're coming out with our video distribution and audio distribution pieces working together as much as they can. So we're really hoping that everyone sees the full vision scope of from installation to 5 years down the road supporting SAVI with your customer.
Yeah, absolutely. And integrators obviously aren't going to get the full scope of what you guys can offer them unless they attend the event. But in the meantime, can you give us a sneak peek of any information about SAVI 3?
Yeah, so SAVI 3, we actually came out with a new backend infrastructure, so we're calling it SAVI Creator to actually implement and develop your products. It's very fast and efficient to scale drastically. So for instance, a lot of commercial applications are repetitive, 60 plus TVs, 30 to 40 audio zones, and a lot of it's the same routine over and over and over and over. So what we did was we took a different tactic and we kept that in mind. And when you're developing a project, we did things like incrementing settings. So programming one display or audio zone is the same as programming 100 displays or audio zones. So you just put in your settings and you just say how much you want to increment it, and you just push the command out and it auto does everything for you. So for instance, we had a job that we were really a part of that has about 260 displays, and we were able to program those 260 displays in minutes, as opposed to going to every single device and incrementing the settings on every single one of them. So we're just trying to take the frustrations of so much repetitiveness and really boil it down and just kind of wipe that away so you can move on to the cooler things. And a lot of our products, we're doing really intense native drivers on. So our video distribution pieces, our audio distribution pieces, inside our creator software, you'll be able to see the physical video inputs that are in our video distribution piece. As far as like, I don't have to just know that I have DirecTV 1 through 12. I can physically open up my creator application and see what's playing on each one of them. So we're doing a lot of two-way communication feedback, but take it to the next level with visuals on everything as well.
Well, I know I'm certainly excited to learn more and see what you guys put out there at SAVI.Connect. If anyone in our audience wants to register for the event or even just find out more about what you guys can provide for them, how can they get in touch? How can they find out more information?
Oh, well, if you go to hellosavi.com, that takes you directly to our event, and you can actually just scroll down, put your information in, and we made it really easy. So we have our big presentation at 10 o'clock Central, and then that goes for an hour or so. And then we have breakout sessions throughout the rest of the day. So we cover one session for video distribution, one session for creator, one session for audio distribution, and one session for LG WebOS. And it's kind of cool because we really want to break down, like, basically we are integrators ourselves. So we really zoned this in to make an integrator's life easier. And not only just for the first section of the install, but for, like I said before, 5 years down the road, how can you easily sustain the system? Because honestly, that's where it counts. Getting the project up at first, it's a really tough task. Don't get me wrong, but you can still get it up and everything's running great. But 5 years down the road, that's where it really counts if your system is still going strong.
Yeah, 100%. And I encourage everyone from our audience to check out the event and learn more about what SAVI can provide for you. That's SAVI.com. Derek Wilson of SAVI, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.